correspond with reality. Meanwhile, the European Union's top diplomat Kaja Kallas has accused the Kremlin of gambling with war, amid accusations that Russia has repeatedly violated European airspace over recent weeks.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks. Today, the release of the remaining living Israeli hostages held by Hamas in Gaza, as seen through the eyes of one man whose own mother was released earlier in the process. Noam Sagi feared for 53 days that he would never see his 76-year-old mother again after she was kidnapped on October the 7th 2 years ago. She was released that December. He watched on Monday as the 20 remaining hostages were exchanged for around 2,000 Palestinian prisoners held in Israel. And he says all the talk about a new era of peace dawning may not necessarily come to pass.
As long as kids in Gaza will do end-of-year play where it's all about killing Jews, then we put the wrong ideas in wrong people. As long as people in Israel are so emotional and so, every raw emotion about the 7th of October is still very edgy, and there is that kind of tension between the two sides on a fairly similar angle. I think it will be very difficult to shift that, and it need a whole different educational program that starts from age, 3, 4, 5.
President Trump said on Monday the way is now clear for Israel, the Palestinians and their Arab neighbours to embrace the end of the war and find a way of living up to the entire region's potential. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
To recap the top stories, the Israeli military says its soldiers have shot people who allegedly crossed the new line of withdrawal in Gaza, approaching its forces. Tel Aviv says only 4 of the dead hostages have been returned after Hamas said it does not know the location of some of the other 24. NATO's Secretary-General Mark Rutte has mocked Russia's navy amid reports that one of its submarines had suffered technical problems. And human rights groups have launched a legal challenge to the UK-France one-in, one-out asylum treaty. That's the latest feature story news. Stuart Smith reporting.
It's time for a special KCHW 102.7 documentary. Missing for nearly a year. A former KCHW amigo. A local business owner. And then suddenly, gone. Where is Alan Melani?
Where's Alan?
He's not home.
Where is he?
He hasn't been home all night.
No one's seen him for the past week.
Where is he?
Who knows? Comes and goes as he pleases.
Where is he? Where'd he go? You? Where are you?
But where is he?
Dunno. When all the king's horses and all the king's men started to laugh, he ran off.
Alan, please, last time I played this game, it ruined my life.
You know, you can remove men like Alan and me from the system, but we helped create it.
Yeah. I tried working with Alan a couple of times, and I just couldn't handle it.
So even if Alan gets out of this situation, the same kind of thing's gonna happen over and over again.
Where's Alan?
Where is he?
Down by the creek, walking on water.
He probably had himself a plastic face job.
Yeah, and who could blame him?
Yeah.
We ever find out what time he quits work?
I wasn't fired from my job. I was laid off. Well, you wouldn't know the difference.
What life? You have no life. You have no job. You're barely a bee.
Just because I don't have a job doesn't mean I don't want to move on to the next level.
It is inhuman.
Yes, of course. We all know what Alan was like. He overdid it as usual.
The truth, Alan. Remember, the truth.
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
I thought he was with you.
He was, but now I can't find him. Where is he?
Well, you can't scare what you can't find.
I've been out to pasture, pal, my ambition gone. Content to spend lazy days and to graze my lawn.
Hey, everybody! He's back early from cowboy camp!
You didn't roll the dice. Alan did.
Yeah, and we rolled the dice and brought him back. Welcome back to KCHW, Mr. Alan Melani.
Thank you, sir.
It was so tough to find him.
Down by the river in a van.
I think my favorite was, where is he? He's down by the river walking on the water.
Walking on the water.
All right, so the joke here, and maybe a little internal for those of us at KCHW, is Alan retired how many months ago, Alan?
Oh, 3?
3 months ago. Congratulations.
Yeah, about 3. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right, apparently that carpet store, you know, it makes you want to retire.
Yeah, it drives you insane.
Well, I'm actually thrilled that the radio station has been around long enough, since we share the same building, to go through 3 owners of the carpet store. So we had Lynn for years, and then you bought it from Lynn. How many years did you own Chiweagle Flooring?
5.5.
5.5, and now you sold it to your
Turned
stepson.
it over to Brandon.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Is he excited?
He is.
He's definitely paid his dues and been around long enough to know the business, right?
True story.
True story. So what does Alan do? What's a day in the life of Alan right now?
Oh, you know, I wake up and decide whether I'm going to go fishing or stay home.
So
a lot
that
tougher than it sounds.
So that montage was pretty much right. You just don't care.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Now this is my time of year too, because me and the kids have some Airbnbs, so there's stuff going on in the summer. But we're winterizing right now, and then it's this is the only day I have to worry about anything. It's Tuesday. In fact, it gets to the point where during the winter, if I have a doctor's appointment, I get all stressed out. I have something to do. I have to be somewhere at some time.
I have to people today.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like adulting.
And what does Brenda think about having you around all the time?
Oh, she says she thinks it's great, but, she could be lying. I don't know.
All right. She's constantly screaming this.
Put that cookie down now.
Yeah.
Just don't retire to that easy chair, man. Just don't do it.
No.
Don't retire.
No, I got to stay active or I won't be able to move.
Exactly. Very important. All right, moving along this morning, we should probably roll out some weather for everyone. Today's weather forecast, let's get this ad out of the way. 57, abundant sunshine. So it doesn't sound, your weather changed so fast. Abundant sunshine, isn't that like 80?
Dude, it came fast. There's actually, yesterday I was looking at the mountaintops across the way from us, and there was a light dusting of snow.
Yep, my sister Val, who we should mention, Val took off for Australia for like over a month, and Alan filling in for her, except for next Tuesday. And I didn't answer your question because I didn't know what to do. It might be
sheer panic.
Yeah, because you're like the fill-in guy, so I might do it myself, or I might just take the day off.
Right. Well, I don't have to be I got a dentist appointment next Tuesday, and I don't have to be there till 10:45, but it takes me a good hour and a half to get there because it's in Deer Park.
Oh, well, maybe you could do the show from your truck.
So, maybe hold my phone up to my face.
Yeah. All right. 32 for an overnight low tonight under clear skies. Tomorrow a little better, sunny and 60. Thursday mostly sunny and 58. Friday 59 and that sunshine. Rain for Saturday with a high of just 54. Same deal for Sunday. And right now next Monday 54 and looking at partly cloudy skies. Your overnight low temperatures right at freezing. And Val, I talked to her yesterday before because they take off today, and she said they've got a big mountain range across from their valley that their front window looks out at. And she said they woke up with snow all over the mountain.
I believe it.
So scary stuff. All right, breakfast and lunch for the kids today. Let's see, breakfast, chef's choice, along with some fruit or juice. And lunch today is a chicken sandwich, chips, and veggies or fruit. Events this week, you've got Chewell Library story time today, 10:30 to 11:30. That's for the kids, but Alan likes to go.
They're the only stories I can understand.
Then there's a note on the calendar. It says that there's a Chewell Creative District Board of Directors meeting, but from 6 to 7:30 tonight. But I kind of wonder about that because at the same time, we have Nevermore Radio at the radio station. So this is an Edgar Allan Poe play. This is episode number 2 being broadcast live and recorded. So check that out. We need a live studio audience for this at the radio station. The thing here is, since Chuck is the president of the creative district, I don't know if there's a meeting tonight or if he has somebody filling in and he's taking it off because he's got to be running the gear. So you might, if you need to be at that meeting, you might want to double check it's actually happening. Okay. Let's see. Tomorrow you got tech help at the library. That goes from 3 to 4. I'm trying to scan these. You've got Chewell Food Bank open on Thursday. Senior potluck and games out at the Valley Fire Department on Thursday as well. Friday, you got your Chamber of Commerce meeting in the morning. And let's see, I had one big one. So the Nevermore tonight, 6:30 to 8:30. I didn't mention that. And then it's gonna be recorded tonight, and that recording will air then on the 16th. And it's really cool that for October we're doing Edgar Allan Poe stuff. Very cool. All right, October 15th, it's Pechakucha night. Now, this is the Chewell Arts Guild presenting this. Takes place, if you've attended it before, lots of art at the Quartzsite Brewery. Starts at 7 p.m., and this is a big fundraiser for our Chewell Arts Guild. Let's see, family-friendly Haunted Path in cooperation with Bradley's Taekwondo. October 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th from 5 to 9. October 31st from 4 to 9. 710 West Valley Avenue in Chewell. Suggested donation of $5 per person going to Bradley's Taekwondo. Now, the Carnival Haunted House. That sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it?
Evil.
Carnival. Haunted House. Is that better? All right. This is also from Bradley's, but this is for the people who like to get scared. It's October 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th, 5 to 9. Halloween, 4 to 9. Outdoor carnival for the kids. Games are $1 each. Adults, $15. 11 and under, $10. Bring an item for the food bank, get $5 off. Wow. There you go. What a great deal. All right, I think we made it through our events, and we are going to double back because I messed this morning's opening jokes, kind of. All right?
Uh-oh.
So, Alan, as we head people into their Tuesday, my first thing I had for today was something fun that people could do is to speak in a different accent today every time you talk. So, are you good at accents? Can you do any?
Not really.
I think sometimes I do them on the radio, but I've done them before. And somebody told me one time, if you were at a real radio station, you would have got fired. And I said, we are a real radio station, so why don't you say, if you weren't the boss, you would have got fired. But I don't know. I hear people like Saturday Night Live and stuff, people doing Asian voices, Spanish voices, all that kind of stuff. So as long as it's not derogatory, I don't think it should be a problem.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe better for Alan would be Italian. You got that last name, Melani?
Yeah, all I can say is Goomba.
Melani.
That's about the only one I can say.
So with a name like that, you haven't practiced any Italian voices?
No, are you kidding me? I have a hard enough time not tripping over my normal tongue.
Well, that really kind of ruins his bit because you're like the Italian guy.
Yeah, it kind of does.
All right. So say Goomba again.
Goomba.
Shakedown.
Shake it down.
No, there. That was half Italian, half Mexican. I like that one.
Consigliere.
All right.
Capo.
What is a capo?
Whack. I don't know.
I'm going to have to look some of these up. And then a rat.
You're a wise guy.
Or a good fella.
Wise guy.
All right.
You want to be a good fella.
The only one I can do, and this happens anytime I try to do Russian or German or any kind of accent like that, I end up like a bad vampire.
Yeah.
So I was thinking we need an example of a bad vampire, so I picked the worst vampire ever. Ready?
So, Dracula doesn't drink blood?
No, I use a blood substitute, either near blood or blood beaters. You can't tell the difference.
Blood beaters. I didn't know that was a thing.
Blood beaters. Wow. Cool.
Man, vampires are lucky. We don't get nothing like that. All right, what would you substitute? All right, there's egg beaters. Now we have blood beaters.
I don't know, man.
Booze beaters?
Booze beaters?
That sounds wrong.
Whiskey beaters?
All right. How about these wacky but true product warnings? I'll give the product. Alan gives the warning. First up, on a wheelbarrow.
Do not use when temperature exceeds 140 degrees Fahrenheit.
If you're toting around a wheelbarrow in the desert, you should probably flip it over and get under it.
Right? Yeah.
140. What's wrong with your
It'd be
hands?
like an easy bake oven, though.
Yeah. What's wrong with your hands? I burned them on the wheelbarrow. All right. How about this one on a chainsaw?
Do not attempt to stop change with hands.
That's a sign you're tired and you've been running the chainsaw too long.
Right?
I did that once. I was running a chainsaw.
Oh, no.
And I got more tired and more tired. But I'm one of these guys when I'm doing a project, you got to get to the end. You got to have an ending point. Well, I was going to do this much today. And you'll work through the tiredness or whatever. But as I let off the trigger of the chainsaw, my left hand reached across it to grab a twig. And
no.
And it ripped the glove right off my hand, but not the hand. And then I went, okay, I'm tired. Dumb move.
Done.
That was almost another one of Scott's Darwin Awards.
Done.
All right, last one here. On a diving board.
All divers must land in water.
I needed a good thump for that one.
I should. Yeah. I should hope so. Good Lord.
All right, so me and Val do this thing where we trade insults. I call it Taunting Tuesday.
I shall taunt you a second time.
A second time. All right, would you like to give the first taunt, or receiver or give?
I'll give.
Your give, all right. And don't forget to use these today to taunt a coworker. That just adds excitement
Scott,
to the day. Okay.
Got a face that could turn fresh milk sour.
Is that what keeps happening when I open the fridge?
These are horrible.
Hey, Alan, come again when you can't stay as long.
Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Scott, you're kind of like Rapunzel, but instead of letting your hair down, you let everyone down.
Oh, well, that one kind of worked out for me, didn't it?
Yeah, you got the hair. Yeah,
that's all right.
Most of it, anyway.
I might let people down, but you've got a face like a bag of elbows. I dare you to say that to a coworker today.
They call me Lumpy.
Well, and elbows always have that rough look to them, so.
They do kind of have that rough look.
Yeah, you gotta.
But then again, hey, you have something on your chin. No, the third one down, Scott.
I'd like you to know that I have lost 25 pounds. 25.
Nice.
Yeah. Jesus loves you, Alan, but everyone else thinks you're a scuzzball.
Yeah, they sure do. They sure do.
This is my favorite.
This one that I'm about to do?
Yeah, this is my favorite insult ever.
Did you know they used to be called jumpolines until your mom jumped on one?
Woo!
Yikes. Yikes. I don't even know your mom.
The fire consumed both books, and in a tragic twist, Alan hadn't even finished coloring the second one.
Must be for all my Marine friends out there. You know, Scott, this one's close to my heart. You're the human version of cramps.
I've had people tell me I give them a bellyache.
Yeah.
You know, Alan, every time I have a stick in my hand, you start to look more like a piñata.
Yeah, they can bring out the best in you.
Yeah. All right, morning news headlines. So we'll kick these off. News organizations, including New York Times, Associated Press, and conservative Newsmax television network, said Monday they will not sign a Defense Department document about its new press rules, making it likely the Trump administration will evict all these reporters from the Pentagon. Those outlets say the policy, yeah, and it's both sides of the aisle. So I always like to see that. Those outlets say the policy threatens to punish them for routine news gathering protected by the First Amendment. Washington Post, The Atlantic, and Reuters on Monday also publicly joined the group that says it will not be signing. AP confirmed Monday afternoon it would not sign as well. Reuters commented that it's bound by its commitment to accurate, impartial, and independent news. We also steadfastly believe in the press protections afforded by the U.S. Constitution, the unrestricted flow of information and journalism that serves the public interest without fear or favor. The Pentagon's new restrictions erode these fundamental values. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth reacted by posting the Times statement on X and adding a hand-waving emoji. It doesn't... What does that mean?
Bye.
His team has said reporters who don't acknowledge policy in writing by today must turn in their badges, admitting them to the Pentagon, and clear out their workspaces. Wow. You know, this controlling the media stuff, that's kind of scary. All right. Next one, Alan.
Are we looking at the U.S. tariffs thing?
Yeah.
These are kind of the U.S. tariffs, and the U.S. and China began imposing port fees on each other's ships today as new tariffs also went into effect on timber, kitchen cabinets, and some furniture, much of which comes from China. China introduced the port fees on Friday in retaliation for what it called discriminatory U.S. fees on Chinese ships. Both sides have hammered the other with tariffs or threats of them, even as Washington and Beijing agreed to use tariffs truce earlier this year. China also announced new export controls on rare earth minerals on Friday, after which President Trump warned of 100% tariffs on Chinese imports. He later seemed to walk back the threat. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping will meet this month. Early indicators suggest that contrary to White House messaging, Trump's tariffs are primarily affecting U.S. companies and consumers. For example, a new Goldman Sachs report says Americans are likely to shoulder 55% of their costs this year.
Ouch. All right.
Yeah, that kind of hurts the old wallet.
I haven't really noticed it because all I can afford is Top Ramen.
Right? Yeah. That's still 10 for 10.
There's a lot of people out there that maybe retired early and are with the inflation. I know a couple who both retired early and now they're regretting it and worrying that they might have to go back to work or come up with a side hustle because they weren't expecting, all your house insurance, cars insurance, and all that thing to almost double, since pre-COVID.
Right.
Groceries, I think they've probably almost doubled since pre-COVID and shrank in size. It's definitely not getting better. Next one up.
Have you walked by the meat counter lately?
I can't afford that. So I only eat meat when I go to someone else's house. Thank you.
Right.
What do we have tonight? Chicken or pork?
Right. Brenda walked by the meat counter. She was looking at ribeye steaks and she saw $22 a pound. Isn't that ridiculous?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. I went out the other night and ate for $15, and I said, I'm glad I don't eat out every night. And I had to hunt to keep it under $20.
So you went to Taco Time?
Yes, exactly.
Taco Bell.
Yeah. Subway, same thing.
Subway, yeah.
All right, global temperatures continue to rise. World's coral reefs are dying off in what scientists are calling the first tipping point in the climate-driven ecosystem collapse. This is all according to a new study put together by 160 different scientists. It says change is happening fast now. Scary. So we need to find some
is
good
scary.
news. All right. What's going on in North Carolina?
North Carolina Republicans announced plans to redraw the state's congressional map to add another GOP-leaning seat ahead of next year's midterm elections. It follows similar efforts in Texas and California as both parties seek control of the House.
Ooh. Got excited for this next headline. It said Baldwin's crash.
Right.
Actor Alec Baldwin said he and his brother Stephen are safe after a smash-up with wife Hilaria Baldwin's car in an accident involving a garbage truck the size of a whale. Neither of them was injured in the crash. All right. And nobody was shot.
They must have used a stunt tree. Imagine if they'd have had a loaded tree.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. No, I like it. I don't know if anybody else will, but we like it. Hey, let's have a round of applause for us. Yay. All right, take us to sports.
The Bears survived a rain-soaked game to beat the Commanders 25-24 after a late fumble set up their game-winning field goal. Meanwhile, the Falcons applied pressure on the Bills to win 24-14.
That's one of my notorious things, a late fumble.
Late fumble.
Yes. On the Major League, Brewers face Dodgers 8 p.m. Eastern on TBS. Dodgers are up 1-0 in the NLCS, despite the Brewers robbing them of runs in one of the wildest double plays in baseball history last night. You can see that clip on Yahoo Sports. And what's on TV tonight, Alan?
3 new seasons of the NCIS Universe premiere tonight on CBS. Season 23 of NCIS kicks things off at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by Season 2 of NCIS Origins, and then Season 3 of NCIS Sydney.
I'm so tired of looking at dead bodies.
Right? 3 hours of it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, man, you're going to be all kind of stressed out after that.
Right.
All right. Let's take a look at streaming. Gamers and Tom Clancy fans assemble for Splinter Cell Death Watch. Ooh, I'm kind of actually excited about this one. It's an animated series, of course, after the game, starring Liv Schreiber as Sam Fisher, retired NSA agent who must return to action. It's on Netflix as of today. All right. Very cool. All right, some bits and stories from the lighter side. We kick this one off. I think this is perfect for Alan. He does live in Kettle Falls.
Yeah.
Up by the
It is
border.
kind of redneck.
Yeah. Tips from the Redneck Book of Manners. This is a good thing to have Alan do before he comes to your house.
Right. Most of these are probably going to be from personal experience, too.
Ooh.
Tip number 1 is never take an open beer to a job interview. Ask your interviewer if you may pop the top first.
That's why it's good to be the boss. It's right there in your desk.
Right?
Yeah.
Number 2, it's considered poor taste to take a cooler to church unless you bring enough for the whole pew. Yeah. Number 3, if you have to vacuum the bed, it's time to change the sheets.
Why would you vacuum him? Just give him a good shake.
I eat crackers in my bed all the time. Number 4, if you're completely certain that you are included in the will, it is still considered tacky to drive a U-Haul to the funeral home. I don't think it happens that fast anyway, does it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
That's
number 5,
when the funeral ends and you step out the door and your in-laws hit you with a lawsuit.
And you've already got a box full of stuff in your hands.
Yeah.
Avoid throwing bones and food scraps on the floor, as the restaurant might not have dogs.
But then again, they might.
Call us dogs. Belching is bad manners unless you announce beforehand that you're about to make room for dessert.
Ooh.
Yeah. I always get the two confused. I usually say that afterwards.
I won't do it here on the radio because it'd be disgusting, but I can pretty much belch on command. I can also...
Yeah, pass on that.
I can also, like, swallow a bunch of air and let out a massive burp and do an entire sentence while I'm burping. It's pretty cool.
Dude.
Someday I will share that with the people of Chihuahua. Someday. Someday. But not today.
Just make sure you wipe off that third chin when you're done.
Also, I can levitate.
I can levitate.
Just not today.
Wow.
It's like a sign in the campground. I have a big sign up that says free beer. And when you get close to it, it says tomorrow.
Small letters. You didn't read the fine print, did
That's
you?
right. All right, keep going.
Number 6. While ears need to be cleaned regularly, this is a job that should be done in private using one's own truck keys. All right. I didn't realize that was uncouth.
Only if you use someone else's truck key. Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. You keep wondering why your keys were getting so dirty, Scott.
I was
Sorry,
borrow them and
my
not
bad.
take my car. All right.
Number 7. What am I on? 7?
Something like that.
Dirt and grease under the fingernails is a social no-no as the aftertaste of finger foods.
Ew.
Horrible.
I'm sick.
Yuck. Number 8. Though comfortable, socks and shoes should be worn at a wedding, though they may be removed at the reception.
Socks and shoes, taking them off at the reception.
Yeah. Number 9. When sending your date down the road with a gas can, it is impolite to ask her to also bring back beer.
Surprise! Surprise!
How could you get the gas and forget the beer?
Does that make whiskey unacceptable too?
Yes.
Darn it. And last but not least, do not lay rubber while traveling in a funeral procession.
I had a buddy who was a biker, passed away, and half of Spokane came out for his funeral, and there was a massive procession of motorcycles and a lot of burning out and Harley's throttling, and it was very cool. I'm sure he would have loved it.
I'll bet.
All right, 5 things around the house that I never clean but probably should. Doorknobs and handles. Aren't they self-cleaning?
I think everybody's been cleaning those since 2019.
Yeah. Something you should never clean. I never clean but should. My smartphone. That's a true story. And yes, I do. Take it in the bathroom every time.
Oh.
But I wash my hands before I pick it up.
Wow.
Sorry. All right. 5 things around the home you never clean, but I should is remote control.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing around my house that I should clean but never do is that 20-year-old pillow.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's hermetically sealed in a safe case.
Okay, brother.
All right. Biggest pumpkin is official. That's for you.
Is Half Moon Bay?
Yeah.
Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
My mind is kind of racing. Let's see. He said, no, that stays at the end. Brandon Dawson of Santa Rosa, California, clinched a victory Monday at the 52nd World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off in Half Moon Bay, south of San Francisco. Dawson pumped his arms in the air and sat his 2 children on top of the giant pumpkin, roughly the same weight as a small sedan or a large bison, after being crowned this year's winner. He said in an interview, "My mind is kind of racing because I was in this position last year when I lost by 6 pounds."
Whoa, it's too close. That giant jack-o'-lantern this year, 2,346 pounds. Do you know what that is in kilograms?
1,064.
Wow. Do you think there's anybody out there that only measures in kilograms? I mean, in
I don't
America?
know.
How much is that in kilograms?
Canada.
Have you ever been asked that question before? How much is that in kilograms?
No.
If somebody gives you,
I'm afraid.
If somebody gives
If it wasn't sitting right in front of me, I'd fail miserably.
If somebody gives you like any question today, and this is for everybody out there listening, somebody gives you any kind of question today about something to do with weight or tells you how something weighs, hurry up and turn around and say, how much is that in kilograms?
Try to keep that in mind.
Yeah, let's keep this Halloween going. The oldest and possible most haunted hotel in Las Vegas hosting a contest this time for spooky season. Thrill seekers up for the challenge will have an opportunity to spend a weekend inside the El Cortez Hotel and Casino, hunting down ghosts. All in the hopes of winning just $5,000. I just stay in the casino.
Right?
Only one lucky soul will be chosen by casino.org to participate. The Old School Hotel and many others on Freeman has seen it all since it first opened its doors in 1941. Mobsters, murders, and even paranormal activities. The contest listing from casino.org reads, in a hotel that is 84 years old, it's almost expected for guests to see and hear some creepy things, like phantom footsteps and shadowy figures. We're sending you to investigate, fully equipped with ghost hunting gear, to see if the stories are true. Chosen Ghost Hunter will check into the El Cortez for a haunted weekend stay where you'll explore the casino's oldest and eeriest corners, searching for signs of ghostly activity. The contest runs October 6th through the 31st, and the trip will take place in December. If anything spooky is found, Ghost Hunter is expected to take photos and videos for evidence and to journal a short report of the scariest, funniest, or most mysterious findings. By the way, Alan, because I know how important this is for you. I can tell by the look on your face.
I ain't going.
It's rumored that the El Cortez basement is full of the ashes and cremated remains of their former employees who die without family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both of them.
I want to do this with mattresses. Next story, Alan.
Random record of the day. The world record for human mattress dominoes was set 2 years ago this month in the Philippines when 2,355 people toppled over with mattresses in a massive chain reaction. The event was organized by Uratex, a mattress company, to celebrate their 55th anniversary. And the number of participants reflected both the year and the milestone, 23 for 2023 and 55 for the anniversary. After the event, all mattresses were donated to 55 charities throughout the country.
Aw. So
wow.
Great cause, too.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
After a long day patrolling the neighborhood or protecting the house, pets in New Zealand have a new way to unwind. Wine. The range of tipples sold by Auckland-based Muttley Estate has names like Pot instead of Port. Okay. Champagne. Pernod Noir. And Sauvignon Barks.
Wow.
Yeah, they are non-alcoholic. Company builds its catnip-infused concoction as mood-enhancing. It sounds like something I might want to try.
No kidding.
It says pet beverages which do not contain grapes or alcohol offer a perfect companion when celebrating with your furry family member. Owner John Roberts said he began crafting pet wine after seeing similar products like beer for dogs overseas. He said it's good for stressful situations. His family's veterinary pharmaceutical company gave him the expertise to start making products beneficial for pets, and added there was no nutritional holistic option for pets other than just dosing them up. We figured we could do more than just have it as like a little pet treat. So there you go.
Wow.
Infused.
Right.
And here you go. Stuff that only happens to other people.
All right. Just months after a woman from New York dug up a 2.3 carat diamond at Arkansas Crater of Diamond State Park, a family from Oklahoma have unearthed an even bigger rock, a 2.79 carat brown diamond. United Press International reported that on September 13th, Rain Madison and her family went to the park to celebrate her nephew's birthday, bringing beach digging and sand sifting tools they purchased at a dollar store. I honestly thought it was too big to be a diamond, Madison said. The park said it is the third largest diamond found at the park this year.
Have you ever heard of a brown diamond before?
I have. I thought they called them champagne diamonds, but I could be wrong.
Huh. I don't want this dirty diamond.
Dirty diamond. I don't know. It sounds like a worthwhile investment from the dollar store, though.
All right. We'll wrap up this section with 5 habits that annoy Alan's spouse. You ready?
I'm ready.
I didn't put these on the sheet because I didn't want you to see them.
Yeah.
He's always looking at his phone at the table. He spends money irresponsibly. He keeps score in the relationship.
Have you been watching me?
Why, are the first 3 true?
Yes.
All right. Another habit that annoys her is you always bragging about yourself. And the last thing that Brenda really annoys Brenda about you is the way you chew.
But those habits could annoy anybody.
Okay. I'm just doing some fill here. Things that should be illegal but aren't. Landlords.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Potholes. We would go broke if potholes were illegal.
Why don't they fill them with pot?
Nobody'd care then. Hey, why are you pulling over? There's a pothole right there.
It's a whole gaggle of people standing around it. What are we doing?
We've got new potholes.
To the Batmobile.
It's a pothole, man. Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, dude.
That's right. All right. Another thing that should be illegal is not traffic. High heels, and that's only for me because I'm so darn short.
But they match your dress beautifully. Yeah, you're more of a pumps kind of guy anyway, right?
Yeah, definitely. Things that should be illegal and aren't know-it-alls like Alan.
Yeah.
Red lights. They should be illegal, period, not illegal to run.
Yeah, man.
All right. False eyelashes on cars or women.
Oh, those are tasteless.
Tasteless. Bad breath.
Oh, yes.
Problem is, people with bad breath don't know they're being illegal.
This is true. How do you bust them? I didn't know.
Liver and onions should be illegal.
I've never had it.
It smells enough to keep you away?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right, I don't get this one. Things that should be illegal but aren't Twinkies?
Well, other than they make people fat.
Yeah, all right.
And they've got 100-year shelf life.
And the last thing that should be illegal but aren't televangelists.
Wow. Wow.
I didn't make that list up. I just read it. But I might agree with that last one or not. I'm just going to leave it like that. All confused and scary. All right, we got a few minutes before the break. We are heading for trivia.
Yay.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
What? I didn't do it.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Apparently it said for the think impaired, and then it just stopped because I flipped the page of sound effects, and it was waiting for me to say something, thinking impaired.
That was perfect timing.
Yeah.
Huh?
All right, trivia today. Alan has pre-warned me that I am getting delivered. He knows what a Trekkie I am. I am getting he pre-delivered the message that I'm getting Star Trek trivia. Right?
Yes, I did.
All right, so I've got this.
He's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim.
All right, just thought I'd throw that in there.
Perfect.
All right, roll out your first question. I am so ready. Maybe.
All right. And this asks for Gene Roddenberry's original treatment. I think they mean the original name for Star Trek. What was the name of the starship?
Oh, I've never heard that one. Did you make this up?
No.
I've never heard this bit of trivia. There was a different name.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a different name prior to the Enterprise. The name of the ship. Do you want to guess, or do you want me to just tell
I would have, unless you think there's a hint you could give me where I could guess it. I have no clue.
I think you've probably heard it before. You just didn't realize that it was a previous treatment.
Okay.
And I think, what was the name of the starship that? That one comedian. That like comedy spinoff that they did.
Oh, the Orville.
Oh, it was the Orville. Okay, yeah. So the original name was the Starship Yorktown.
Oh, they actually used that ship in one of the episodes. So a ship
I
called the
believe it.
Yorktown. So all right, very cool.
Yep, that was kind of a nod to Roddenberry, I guess.
All right, very good. Good one, good one. All right, first one for you. What gets burning hot right before it freezes?
Oh no. I have no idea. I did not bring my thinking hat this morning.
You've got one very close to you.
My cup of coffee?
No, it's burning hot right before it freezes up.
I have my computer?
Yeah, your laptop. It's true. It gets burning hot right before it freezes.
Right?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Who was the first actor to play a member of all three of the major alien races in Star Trek?
An actor to play
all three of the major alien races in Star Trek.
I do not know.
His name is Mark Leonard.
Oh, so that was
Leonard.
That he played Spock's dad, and he played a Romulan, but I do not know the third alien that he played. All right, but
I have no idea.
Yeah. All right, these are fun. All right, you want to keep going with the Star Trek so we're not mixing it up here?
Yeah, I'll keep going with Star Trek.
Okay.
I've got plenty of them.
Okay, well, let's bore people then. I'm in.
Gentlemen, all right. So,
beam me aboard.
So we're doing all just Star Trek then, yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what two stars of Star Trek Deep Space Nine were married in real life in 1997?
Oh my gosh, I do not know.
So that would be Alexander Siddig, who played Dr. Gillian Bashir, and Nana Visitor, who played Major Kira Nyers.
If people watch the show, they'd be a really cute couple. So
would they?
Yeah. So that's funny. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. What is Sulu's you'll probably get this one. What is Sulu's primary position on the USS Enterprise?
He's a navigator, pilot.
I guess navigator would fly. It'd be helmsman.
Helmsman, okay.
Right. Okay. Which Star Trek captain has an artificial heart?
That would be Picard.
Picard, yes, sir. You got one.
Woohoo!
So
I got one.
Right. So Captain Picard has an artificial heart because a member of what species stabbed him?
Borg.
No, sir.
No.
The Nausicaan.
A Nausicaan. I would have never gotten that one. My next guess I was going to say a Klingon, but yeah. Okay.
A Klingon. Yeah. All right. Who was the first real astronaut to appear in any Star Trek episode?
Oh, I have no. I have no idea. If I was going to guess.
It's a name I've never heard.
Okay, then I won't guess because I was going to say Armstrong.
Nope. It'd be Macy Jemison.
Wow. So you thought I might know that one?
Well, I don't know. They were trying to modify a space shuttle to try to get you into the capsule.
I got one for you here.
Okay.
From hell's heart, I stab at thee. For hate's sake, I spit my last breath at thee.
All right. For a non-Trekkie, what Star Trek movie is that from, and name the actor?
Stefan Kahn and Ricardo Montalban.
Wow, 10,000 points for Alan. Good job. All right.
Yay. Kind of hard not to recognize the voice that said rich Corinthian leather.
The new Chrysler Cordoba.
Cordoba.
All right.
Really dating ourselves with that commercial.
We are. Are you ready for your share of trivia?
Let's do it.
All right, unless you had a stupendous one you wanted to throw out there.
Nope.
All right.
Well, the next one is pretty good, though.
Okay, go ahead.
You might know it. NBC rejected the pilot for Star Trek. What famous comedian, or should I say comedian, got them to take another look?
That would be Lucille Ball.
Yay!
A huge, which I always found very strange, huge supporter of Star Trek. And if you remember at the end of the Star Trek when they show the scary alien face at the end of the credits, and then the production company comes up and it's Desi Lou Productions.
Is it?
Yeah, for Desi and Lucy. So
awesome.
Yeah, huge, which seemed really weird for me from coming out of sitcoms and kind of that 50s, 60s entertainment, even the 40s. I was really surprised that she would be all in on Star Trek and Gene Roddenberry. But yeah, she's the one who pushed it through.
She obviously saw something in it.
And she was right. Smart lady.
And she was correct. Yeah.
All right, Alan, 9% of college graduates say they'd like to do this job. 10 years ago, it was 13%. It's a unique job. So only 9% of people would say they'd like it, and it used to be as high as 13%.
Is it something in the biology field?
No.
No. Engineering?
No.
I haven't a clue.
Involves a lot of lying.
Involves a lot of lying? I have no idea.
Being president of the United States.
No.
I thought that was a dead giveaway. I mean, presidents have been lying to us since the country was founded.
This is true. This is true.
All right. Average American takes in 580 calories each day by eating this.
Twinkies.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's snacks.
Okay.
And what gets burned? What gets burning hot right before it freezes?
My laptop.
Yeah, okay. What's in common? Set of three things. You have to tell me what they have in common. Cold, revolutionary, word.
Oh,
that's a tough
cold,
one.
Revolutionary, and word, and what they all have in common.
Yep, and one word that they all have in common, and I'd stick with the first two.
Cold and revolutionary. I don't know. Outdated.
The last one is really tough because it doesn't. So I'm looking for word wars, Cold War, Revolutionary War.
Oh,
that's a tough one, wasn't it? All right.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking along those lines.
A little easier. Blue, pilot, humpback.
Whales.
Don't say Scott. Claw, ball peen, sledge.
Hammers.
Hammer. That's always say hammer now. Ever since Thor. Hammer. Okay. Hammer. Would you get my hammer? Do that all day. A guitar player, a coal miner, and a little kid.
Oh, guitar player, coal miner, little kid.
Two of them use this thing. The little kid does this thing.
Pick.
You got it. That's a tough one, too. Good job. Yeah. A guitar player uses a pick, a coal miner uses a pick, and a little kid picks his nose. Use a finger. That's why all children.
Exclusive to kids.
All children should have real picks. Maybe not.
That's always good for little Timmy.
All right, let's wrap it up here before we get in more trouble. Spy the lie, Alan. Okay, I think I'm ready now. A year after quitting.
You're lying.
Look, it's interrupting Kyle. A year after quitting smoking, a person's risk of having a heart attack drops by 20%. Okay. Combined, Americans and Canadians will go through 13 gallons. Oh, wow. I just need to quit. Combined, Americans and Canadians will go through 13 billion gallons of beer a year. During the 1905 college football season, at least 18 players were killed during the games. All right. Which one is a lie? So is the lie a year after quitting, your risk of heart attack drops by 20%? That Canadians and Americans drink 13 billion gallons of beer, or that 18 players were killed during the 1905 college football season?
That's actually kind of toughy because they used leather helmets back then to play football. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to say the first one is a lie because I think the chances of your heart attack decrease by a greater percentage.
Alan Melani. Wow.
Who dares enter the sacred and awesome presence of the everlasting know-it-all?
You are today's everlasting know-it-all, and exactly right. So Americans and
It's
Canadians...
closer to 35%, isn't it?
Oh. Guess again.
Wrong?
Guess again.
50.
50%. 1 year after you quit
Crazy.
smoking, you're at risk of heart attack. That's enough reason for us both to quit right now. Let's do it. I think actually, if I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, we've stopped.
Yeah.
We're not
I've
smoking
been a
right
quitter
now.
For at least an hour.
Well, let's go to break, because I really need a cigarette. All right.
Amen, brother.
When we come back, local birthdays, celebrity birthdays, a taste of history to make sure we're not doing the same things over again. And then we'll wrap it all up with today's odd news. But you do have to stay right here. Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7. Back in 7 minutes.
Insane? I'm the director. I make the casting decisions around here.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, October the 14th, 2025. I'm Mike Clifford. Rescuers in western Alaska are working to find missing residents and help those displaced. That after ferocious hurricane-force wind gusts from what was once a typhoon tore through remote coastal communities, unleashing record-breaking storm surge and shoving homes completely off their foundations. That from CNN. They report 3 people still unaccounted for as of Monday, according to Alaska State Troopers. At least 51 people and 2 dogs rescued since the weekend following the powerful storm. These sparsely populated villages are more than 400 miles southwest of Anchorage. And as Democrats and Republicans wage what you might call persuasion campaigns to assign blame over the government shutdown, a bipartisan bill aims to strengthen child care systems and options for families.
The Child Care Modernization Act would reauthorize the Child Care and Development Block Grant. Those grants help low-income families access child care as prices for full-time daycare reach record highs. According to the Economic Policy Institute, child care in Maryland is more expensive yearly than in-state tuition for a 4-year public college. Whitney Pesic with the National Women's Law Center Action Fund says childcare is in crisis and in need of more funding to help parents and workers in the industry.
Parents are having to pay unaffordable sums if they're even able to find childcare, and that early educators are paid poverty level wages that really results in a recruitment and retention problem and hurts the ability for there to be sufficient supply to meet the need of parents.
If passed, the bill would transition to a new model that better estimates the cost of high-quality childcare for reimbursement, including the costs to recruit, train, and retain qualified staff. Garrett, Somerset, and Cecil counties have been identified as childcare deserts, as well as a number of neighborhoods in more urban parts of the state. Across the country, childcare workers are twice as likely to live in poverty. To pay for their own childcare workers in Maryland would have to spend more than half of their income. I'm Zimone Perez.
Meantime, Indiana's court system is facing new challenges, from rising threats against judges to the growing need for better courtroom security. Our Joe Lurie has more.
In the Indiana Supreme Court's annual report, Chief Justice Loretta Rush says safety concerns are now the highest she's seen in her time on the bench.
Court security threats to the judiciary in my time as a judge are at all-time high, and I have judges that hear cases and sentence people with no security in the courtroom. It's just dangerous.
Rush says she had hoped for matching grants to help counties strengthen courtroom safety, but the funding didn't make it into the state's final budget. She says judges continue to handle tough cases under growing public pressure, and safety remains one of her top concerns. Lawmakers say they'll revisit those requests during the next budget cycle to see what support the state can offer to local courts.
This is Public News Service. In just 3 weeks, many New Mexico voters will choose local leaders, and the state's largest LGBTQ advocacy group has made endorsements in a handful of races.
Equality New Mexico's Nathan Saavedra says the state has made a great deal of progress in recent years to expand protections for LGBTQ people, especially for the transgender community. To continue that momentum, he says the advocacy group endorses candidates with similar positions regarding civil rights.
It's also being able to recognize and hold up values that LGBTQ people are also part of every marginalized group. And so this is particularly true for our unhoused populations across New Mexico, and especially in big cities like Las Cruces and Albuquerque.
LGBTQ people, especially youth, are overrepresented in the nation's homeless population. I'm Roz Brown.
And more than 150,000 folks in Colorado with both Medicare and Medicaid coverage who need additional help can enroll in Medicare Advantage plan known as DSNAP. That for the 2026 calendar year starting this week.
Marion Cabanillas with United Healthcare says DSNPs can help people maintain good health by removing socioeconomic barriers. Some qualifying enrollees can use the plan to buy healthy foods such as fruits, vegetables, meats, and seafood.
You may be able to get vision coverage, hearing coverage, and dental care. The other things that these dual step plans may offer are rights to doctor's visits. So you may be able to get transportation to help you get to the doctor's appointment.
Medicare Advantage plans offered by private health insurance companies have been criticized for deceptive marketing practices, and last year the U.S. Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services issued standards for TV and other ads. According to an analysis by KFF, Advantage plans are more than twice as profitable than both the individual and group markets. Last year, Advantage plans cost taxpayers $83 billion more than traditional Medicare, a single-payer government program. I'm Eric Galatas.
Finally, researchers say Native Americans are still overlooked in many ways, including their economic strengths, but some business leaders are paying attention.
The Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis this month observed the 10th anniversary of the Center for Indian Country Development. An event featured a range of panelists. One of the speakers was Dawson Hermany-Horses, an executive at Wells Fargo and enrolled member of the Rosebud Sioux tribe. He says if big banks have more detailed information, they're likely to give tribal communities a stronger look.
We need that data to kind of show the people who aren't as familiar with us and who have capital. Indian country is a great place to invest in.
He says there's a belief out there that borrowers and tribal communities aren't reliable in repaying their loans. But he notes data show lower default rates when Native customers are served by community development financial institutions. I'm Mike Moen.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service. We are member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
It's 8:24.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chuila Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chuilaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chuilaflooring@gmail.com.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chuila.
This is KCHW 102.7.
I should probably turn up my microphone. We're back. It's KCHW 102.7. You've got Scott and Alan Melani, the return of Alan Melani on a Tuesday, filling in for Val while she's in Australia. Thank you so much. Yesterday, I'm going to do this on the camera for people who are watching. I thought it was pretty cute yesterday. We did a test, and when Alan booked in, he couldn't see me, and then I just kind of peeked up like this. And he did the same thing. He gave that little laugh. All right, so glad you're back. I spent 2 hours making your montage, and we might have some late tuner-inners. Can I play it again?
Yes, you can.
Because
you spent way too long on it, by the way.
I did. You know, at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, so I got to play it. It's time for a special KCHW 102.7 documentary.
I love
Missing for nearly a year. A former KCHW amigo. A local business owner. And then suddenly, gone. Here in Portland, where is Alan Melani?
Where's Alan?
He's not home.
Where is he?
He hasn't been home all night.
No one's seen him for the past week.
Where is he?
Who knows? Comes and goes as he pleases.
It's true.
Where is he? Where'd he go? You? Where are you?
But where is he?
Dunno. When all the king's horses and all the king's men started to laugh, he ran off.
Alan, please. Last time I played this game, it ruined my life.
You know, you can remove men like Alan and me from the system, but we helped create it.
Yeah. I tried working with Alan a couple of times, and I just couldn't handle it.
Who's that guy?
So even if Alan gets out of this situation, the same kind of thing's going to happen over and over again.
Where's Alan?
Where is he? Down by the creek, walking on water.
He probably had himself a plastic face job. Yeah, and who could blame him?
Yeah. We ever find out what time he quits work?
I wasn't fired from my job. I was laid off. You wouldn't know the difference.
What life? You have no life. You have no job. You're barely a bee.
Just because I don't have a job doesn't mean I don't want to move on to the next level.
It is inhuman.
Yes, of course. We all know what Alan was like. He overdid it as usual.
The truth, Alan. Remember, the truth.
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
I thought he was with you.
He was, but now I can't find him. Where is he?
Well, you can't scare what you can't find.
I've been out to pasture, pal, my ambition gone. Content to spend lazy days and to graze my lawn.
Hey, everybody! He's back early from cowboy camp!
So the big question on everybody's mind.
You didn't roll the dice. Alan did.
What happened at cowboy camp? You want to
A
share?
good time was had by all.
All right, tons of sound effects with the name Alan in them, but not any for retirement. So I had to do like you quit your job, not retired.
Yeah. No, I was laid off. There's a difference.
You laid off. I laid off myself because I was done. Hey, is that what I could call, laying off myself? I got it all set. I got it all set up now. We got Chuck in there. He's been in there for a while doing a great job. We've got 7 board members. Brandon Hansen's the president. And that's kind of the way I feel. My ambition's gone.
It's because there's no Lowbrow Thursday anymore. That's why.
Oh, is that what it is? If we still had Lowbrow
Yeah.
Thursday? Did we get canceled on that? Or was it, did we just dry up?
No, we just dried up.
Okay. I thought we
got
should
old
have been
and trusty.
canceled. All right, I've got my calendar out now, and I can do local birthdays. Thank you very much. And my headphones are falling off. All right, it's a mess here in my studio. No, okay, there, I got a lump up here. You see that? Wow. All right, for birthdays for October 14th, it looks like we have one, Vanessa Rainbolt. Wow. Now, is that what you mean if you can combine like a rainstorm and a thunderstorm?
Right?
Yeah, into a rain bolt. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to back up one day for Columbus Day. We didn't have a morning show, but we had a lot of birthdays. Brian Ross having a birthday, Angie McLaughlin, Patty West, and an anniversary for Blaze and Megan Smith. And then today, once again, Vanessa Rainbolt. Applause all the way around. You know them, you love them. See them around town. Tell them we were talking about it on the radio, but don't tell them what we said. All right.
Yeah.
Here comes our celebrity birthdays with the one and only Ellen Melani.
Fashion designer Ralph Lauren is 83 for 86 today. Greg Evigan from My Two Dads, BJ and the Bear, is 72.
Do you remember that show,
correct.
BJ and the Bear?
Yes, I do.
Okay. That was a take because
Yes,
of, I think that was a ripoff from the Clint Eastwood movies, Any Which Way You Can and Any Which Way You Lose, because the bear was actually a monkey, wasn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
I believe so. Lori Petty, and correct me if I get these wrong.
Okay.
I'm not good at math on the fly.
Okay.
Lori Petty from A League of Their Own is 62.
Okay.
Steve Coogan from The Trip, Stan and Ollie, Despicable Me 2 and 3 is 60.
Okay.
Sports personality Stephen A. Smith is 58. John Cena from Chicago PD and the Homicide Life on the Street is 55, sorry. Usher is 47. Did he ever win a Grammy or whatever those are?
Ooh,
for music?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
He's got some pretty good stuff out there. Ben Whishaw from Q, who played Q in the Bond films and a very English Scandal, is 44. Jay Farrow from Saturday Night Live is 38. And 80s UK musician Cliff Richard is 88.
All right, music education station backing up to Usher, and you are totally right. Usher has won a total of 8 Grammy Awards and has been nominated 24 times.
Wow.
That's pretty good. So every time he's got a 33% and a 3% chance every time he gets nominated of getting the award. That's pretty cool.
Right? That's crazy.
All right. Cliff Richard, do you remember what song he sang? It's kind of a
Not a clue.
We Don't Talk Anymore. We don't remember that one from the 80s? Yeah. All right, it happened today. We call it history. We'll start off in 1947 when Air Force test pilot Chuck Yeager became the first person to break the sound barrier when he flew the experimental Bell X-1 rocket plane over Edwards Air Force Base in California. I could swear I saw a story this morning, maybe we missed it, about the guy who jumped out of, was skydiving and broke the sound barrier.
Oh, wow.
And he hit Mach 1.25. Skydiving, and I didn't know that a person could do that or not. I would think he would shatter you when you cracked the sound barrier.
I don't know.
Yeah, so
that's crazy. So obviously it was free fall, and it was probably a halo jump from the stratosphere. Yeah,
yeah, crazy.
Had to be.
All right, 1968, first live telecast from a manned U.S. spacecraft was transmitted from Apollo 7. '79, Wayne Gretzky of the Edmonton Oilers scored the first of his National Hockey League record 894 goals in a home game against the Canucks.
Crazy.
2012, Austrian skydiver Felix Baumgartner set the world record for skydiving an estimated 24 miles, reaching an estimated speed of 843 miles. Here he is. Mach 1.25 is what he hit, becoming the first person to break the sound barrier without vehicular power on his descent. So
insane.
So he did it on the same day, but, you know, like 70-some years later as Chuck Yeager.
Right.
That's cool. All right, last one here. Record price 2021 for a Banksy artwork. Banksy is an artist, in case you don't know. All right, somebody paid $25.4 million for his painting of "Love Is in the Bin," but that was after it was destroyed.
Interesting.
So it had been famously shredded on purchase in 2018, where it sold for multi-million dollars too, and then it was shredded right there in front of people. Nobody knew this was going to happen. He had built in a shredder into the frame. Once he had shredded it, and that was his artistic statement, it jumped in value like times 3.
That's insane.
And then sold several years later for $25.4 million. That's crazy.
Wow. Now, isn't Banksy the one that nobody really knows their true identity?
I'm not sure on that one. So, but that sounds, from what I read about him, that probably sounds about right.
I think Banksy is an unknown artist.
Wow. All right. We're going to find out. He's looking at his phone.
I am looking at my phone.
Does not involve math. So we're trying to find out if Banksy, if people can see what he looks like. Does he wear a
Yes,
mask?
Banksy maintains official anonymity as an artist by using the pseudonym, but this status is a carefully constructed part of the brand that enhances market value and allows for anti-establishment messaging.
Ooh, wow.
There's more to it. Let's see. While a few people, such as his business representatives and a tight-knit circle of collaborators, may know the artist's true identity, the public does not know who he is, and he has actively maintained this mystery for over 30 years.
Wow. That's pretty
insane.
Cool. Yeah. So it could be somebody.
That's got to be a super tight person.
Or it could be somebody that's really
friends.
well known too.
It could be.
We don't have a clue. Wow.
It's James Woods.
All right, we go to special events, sometimes called Goofy Holidays, and here's Alan to throw them at you.
I should probably put out the disclaimer that I really don't know. It is James Woods.
Okay.
And I'm not feeling suicidal.
Okay.
Let's see. Special events today. Be Bald and Free Day.
Woo!
Look, Baldy's here. You guys make a big mistake.
You're all washed up, Baldy.
Baldy.
Well,
Yay,
hello,
Chuck.
Baldy. Hey, Baldy, 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 Baldy.
Be Bald and Be Free Day. I love it.
It's Chuck's Day.
Yeah, Chuck. All right. Why you got a hat on?
What's that?
Why you got a
no,
hat
I still got 90% of mine.
Okay.
Chocolate covered
below the
insect
shoulders.
Hey man, it's not my fault. Age makes it migrate.
All right, sorry.
Right? That's why I look like I have spiders crawling out of my ear holes.
Better than your nose.
Yes, sir. We already covered chocolate covered insect day is dessert day.
Same thing.
National what?
Same thing. Dessert day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
National lowercase day and World Egg Day.
Ooh, I wonder what that means.
I don't know.
Blessed be the chicken. There you go. World Egg Day.
Right.
All right. Hey, we don't have to do trivia again. Ignore that next one. And it looks like we get to wrap up the show the only way we know how, and that will be with the odd news, and then we'll have like 5 minutes left, so we'll do a really cool rock song.
Yay!
Yay!
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go.
Mostly.
We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
and some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
We always want you to sit back and enjoy the show. Odd news, we'll kick it off with the news attack where the first sentence is true and the second sentence is a really, really poorly written joke by Scott. Alan, would you like to start off then?
A study found that people who eat lots of fruits and vegetables are happier. And that's probably because they don't waste half of their lives standing in line behind people at fast food restaurants.
It's true. Yeah, if that's all you're eating is fruit and vegetables, there's not a lot of lines.
Keeps things moving.
Ooh. No puns.
No puns.
All right. All right, new study says chimpanzees may consume the equivalent of about 2.5 cocktails per day due to the ethanol found in the fruit they eat off the ground. So chimps are really like us, except they're not paying $15 a cocktail.
Yay.
Because we all end up on the ground.
Yeah, we're done.
All right.
A study found inactivity in kids' biggest health problem. And I'm not sure about our local grandma's commitments to kids' health. They replaced the balls in the park with T-ball with cupcakes.
Oh. Put that cookie down now!
It's not a cookie, it's a cupcake!
Put that cookie down.
All right, on to Wacky But True. Don't add anything to these stories, but clips from movies and television shows. First one in Spain. Man broke into a department store in the middle of the night. After stealing some money out of the store's office, he decided to try out their comfy ergonomic office chairs. You know what happened. He fell asleep, was woken up a short time later by the manager and police who had been alerted by the store's security company.
Yikes.
It's that while it's sleeping. Yeah, while it's sleeping. Hurry, man.
Oh, and meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
did you fall asleep or did you pass out?
While you were asleep, we simply took you to our little corner of heaven.
Are you sleepy? You want to sleep? Is that what you want? Huh?
All right, rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. Come on, hop, hop, hop.
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God.
That's what I would have said, and they woke me up.
That must have been a nice chair.
Yeah. I didn't steal nothing. I've been here since yesterday.
Nice. Let's go to Ohio. Police in Ohio shared body camera footage of the pursuit of a giant inflatable pumpkin that broke free from in front of a local home and went rolling through town. The Parma Heights Police Department said on social media that officers found themselves in hot pursuit of a giant inflatable pumpkin rolling through town in the early hours of Wednesday. The pumpkin was quickly detained and returned to its owner without incident. Pardon me. Their Facebook post said, just another example of our officers going above and beyond, even for seasonal decor. Too bad this wasn't a story about a giant tomato.
Attack of the killer tomatoes. Attack of the killer tomatoes. They'll beat you, bash you, squish you, mash you, chew you up for brunch, and finish you off for dinner or lunch.
Close to a pumpkin.
They're marching down the halls. They're crawling up the walls. They're gooey, gushy, squishy, mushy, rotten to the core. They're standing outside your door.
All right, and I hope that was worth it because we probably just got kicked off YouTube.
Probably.
Who cares? All right, French onions nearly made Dutch eyes water when... There's another pun. All right, French onions nearly made Dutch eyes water when authorities discovered 2 hand grenades hidden among a load of the root vegetable. The onions were en route to a factory in northern Dutch province of Zeeland, where they risked becoming a rather explosive ingredient. The Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, OPCW, concluded after peeling back the layers of the case, the projectiles were identified to be consistent with pre-1925 French and German manufactured chemical weapons. How the grenades got into the onions remains a mystery. Killer tomatoes? Nah, probably not.
Does onions have layers? You get it. Like onions.
They stink?
Yes.
No. Oh, they make you cry?
No.
Oh, not everybody like onions.
Well, what are you then? I'm French. Why do you think I have this outrageous accent, you silly king?
Onions. All right, take us to, let's stay in France for the next one.
I will. Who has the world's most lickable stamp? The French post office has come up with a croissant-scented one to celebrate the country's favorite breakfast treat. The air of a post office in Valence was filled with the smell of buttery, flaky crust pastry as collectors queued up to buy them. Director Anthony Ritchell told AFP he was quite proud of the stamps, which fittingly sell for around the same price as a croissant.
Can you say it in French?
Croissant.
After you, my little croissant.
There it is! Oh, here, let me lick it.
Hey, who wants to share a croissant with this guy?
Croissants, I love croissants.
Well, what are you then? I'm French. Why do you think I have this outrageous accent, you silly king?
This is the best thing I have ever put in my mouth.
But it's a stamp.
I will taunt you a second time.
Yeah, they're delicious, but it's really hard to get like the ham and cheese and egg to stay on the stamp.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. How about some creme de la weird? Creme de la weird. All right, the BBC reported Rose Menisi, 39, appeared in court on September 18th when she faced charges of illegal possession of human tissues. Menisi is a cleaner at a hospital maternity ward in eastern South Africa. You see where this is going.
I see where it's going.
Yeah, security officers were tipped off that she was seeking buyers for human body tissues. They arrested her with a plastic bag of human placentas. Who walks around with that? Yeah. Police said Menisi might face further charges. She is due back in court this month.
I almost thought that was another pun right there in the headline, but I'm going to skip that.
All right. I think this is the right sound effect.
Hi, Max, remember me? I'm Fred's hand. Hey, you want to treat any other body parts?
Oh, that's so disgusting. Oh my God, that's the worst thing I ever heard in my life.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs.
I had to.
Chili, baby back ribs.
That's even worse.
It was worse.
That's way worse.
It's way worse.
It's way worse.
It's way worse. All right. There you go. You're up.
A little bit Bravo, a little bit The Truman Show, and a nosy audience at home. Fans are glued to the Elbow Room, a Fort Lauderdale, Florida bar that's been live streaming its boozy, rowdy regulars since 1996. Yep, way before social media even existed. The bar literally has cameras all over that cover everything, so no patron's safe. The beach cam, the patio cam, the band cam, and the bar cam. Strangest part is that those at home can watch all this bar activity for free, no sound, on YouTube from the comfort of their couch. If viewers want audio, that'll cost them $2.99 a month for Bar Cam Plus access, including the second floor bar cam. That's some business model.
It is.
Wow.
They're making money off their customers. You know,
Hey,
has anybody seen my
hang
husband?
with your friends.
Has anybody seen my husband? Have you checked the bar cam?
Have you checked the bar cam?
You drunk?
Wow. But this ought to do it.
That won't happen again.
Let me be blunt. Are you still a fall-down drunk?
Huh? Jeez. What are you, drunk?
Hate him.
He's drunk.
How's it going, Nick?
I'm drunk.
Hey, Johnny, I just had a great idea. Let's go get drunk and puke on cars from the overpass.
Yeah, but I'm not drunk enough to go out on a boat.
Yes, you are.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Damn, your drunk tests are hard.
So what were you caught doing on the Bravo cam?
I'm drunk.
All right, last story here. Our least competent criminal of the day, the BP convenience store in Macon, Missouri, has slot machines. All right. Which made it really handy for Amber Dawn Butler, 34, to satisfy her gambling addiction while she was working at said convenience store. One little hiccup in her job, on-the-job wagering, was that she was allegedly taking money from the till and the safe and feeding it into the slot machines. Well, because if you win, you can just put it back, right?
I guess so.
Butler also confessed to scratching lottery tickets she hadn't bought and stealing cigarettes and bottled water from the store. Confusingly, she pleaded not guilty and is being held in jail.
Wow.
So she admitted she did all that, and I'm not guilty.
I got my 2 hands up. I surrender. Come and lock me up. Here forever.
And there we go. It's your odd news for a Tuesday. All right, coming up tonight on the radio, the one and only Dr. Jazz. 3 hours of jazz music. That starts at 6 o'clock. Don't forget, every night at 6, we have different genres that start and go till 11, 12 o'clock at night. Following Dr. Jazz tonight at 9, it's the Soul Show. You get a few hours of some Motown music. Then tomorrow morning, it's Chuck Ritchie and the ladies, Paula and Sharon, as they delve into everything happening local. And I'm sure they're going to be talking a lot about our new play, episode 2, being filmed live tonight in the KCHW studios. That happens at 6:30. We'll hope you check that out. And I want to give a big thank you to our old amigo, Alan Melani. Thanks for coming in and filling in for Val.
Absolutely, brother.
Always a good time. I always enjoy hanging with you, and I miss everybody back in Chewego so much. This is a great way to catch up with some of my friends and make them do a show with me.
Amen.
All right. So you're going to fill in for the duration of Val, but you do have a dental appointment next Tuesday, so I'm not sure what we're doing, if we'll be. One of us might be here next Tuesday, and then we'll be back on the following Tuesday, and he's going to help out until Val comes home from Australia. So appreciate that. Another round of applause for Alan Melani. And we leave you with our beautiful end of show song. Have a great day. Keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7. Thank you, Alan.
You're welcome, sir.
The birds have sung. It's time to get off your butt and get something done.
Get something done, Alan.
We're sorry to go, but tomorrow's probably another show. We think you'll agree we should all keep working for free. Got your favorite jokes and stories too. It's your KCHW FM morning crew.
Yeah. 102.7 FM, KCHW. Chewela.
It's quickly becoming the Northwest's premier blues radio show and the coolest new studio to come jam in. Doug McQuain's Dirt Road Blues, Wednesdays at 8 p.m., only on 102.7 FM,